I'm Jamie. Can you give me a little thumbs up so that I know that you can see and hear me? I don't know, maybe I won't see that. But my name is Jamie, and I'm a teaching artist for Kerfuffle. I just did some creative drama residencies at Midwest Montessori in Evanston. I'm so happy to see you here. I wish I could actually see you. I hope you're all staying healthy and safe and at peace of mind, and I miss you all so much. Thank you for being here with me today. We have one person in the room, so I might wait a little bit. Hi. It's so weird to do this. This is my first time doing this. Hi, Ashley. I see Ashley. Hi, I see Allison and Nora. Hi, friends. I miss you so much. I'm going to wait just a little bit until maybe some more people show up in just a moment. I have balloons on my wall for you. I have more people joining. Hi, Nora. Hi. I hope everyone's doing well, staying safe. It's so good to see you. Hi. Hi, everybody. Can you see and hear me okay? Hi. So today, everybody, I'll just get started. Today I'm reading Rosie Revere, Engineer, which is one of my favorite books. It's by Andrea Beatty. And she also wrote two other favorite books of mine. One is called Iggy Peck, Architect, and Ada Twist, Scientist. And those are some wonderful books, too, about some very creative young people. But I really like Rosie Revere, Engineer, because she is a character who always reminds us to stay hopeful and to always keep trying, no matter what, which is something really important to remember right now. So this is called Rosie Revere, Engineer. This is the story of Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak. At home, you can raise your hand if you've ever felt shy before. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer's stash. And late at night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. There she is. I see an umbrella in there. What else do you see? Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved, and when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. She has a lot of stuff under her bed, but my favorite thing that she's hiding under her bed, if you look really closely, there's a cookie right there. I think Rosie likes to eat snacks in her bed like me. When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pans. Look at these amazing helium pans. Isn't that cool? I think Rosie looks pretty proud of herself. And her audience is delighted. Look at those faces. The uncle she loved most was Zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off his head. From parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone knows keeps the pythons away. Look at that hat she made for Uncle Fred. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud, but Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. "I love it," Fred hooted. "Oh, truly I do." But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf, and after that day kept her dreams to herself. At home, how do you think Rosie might feel right now? And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. This is my favorite character. Her great-great-aunt Rose was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done and goals she had checked off her list one by one. The only thrill left on my list is to fly, but time never lingers as long as it seems. I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dreams. So she never actually got to fly. I really like this page because it shows Great Aunt Rose a long time ago. That night, as Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, "No, not I." But questions are tricky, and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake through the night. So when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. How do you think she's going to do it, everybody? Maybe you can tell your adult at home what your idea is. She worked and she worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheese copter out onto the lawn to give her invention a test, just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. Look how heavy this invention looks. But Rosie's really strong. She can do it. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on the switch. The helio cheese copter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round and then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, "Oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin or build with a lever, a switch, or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer." How do you think Rosie feels? I think she's feeling pretty discouraged right now. She turned round to leave, but then Great-Great-Aunt Rose grabbed hold of young Rosie and pulled her in close, and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. "You did it! Hooray! It's the perfect first try! This great flop is over. It's time for the next." Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. "I failed," said dear Rosie. "It's just made of trash." "Didn't you see it? The cheese copter crashed." "Yes," said her great-aunt. "It crashed, that is true. But first it did just what it needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew." I hope that you all have a grown-up in your life who's as encouraging as Great Aunt Rose. Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. I think she's going to keep trying. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer. Looks like they're still going. And it says, "We can do it." Takes a lot of hard work. At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. There she is. She's very proud of her inventions. I like all the other inventions on this page too that the other kids have made. There's this incredible disco invention. I think that's my favorite. You see the disco ball? That's amazing. She looks like she's having a great time. The end. Thank you so much for joining me for that book, everybody. It was so good to see you here. Thank you for joining me. Next up is Karina reading a story, so I hope you stay tuned for that. There are going to be stories all the way up to noon. I hope you're all staying healthy and safe and at peace of mind, and thank you. Have a great day.